Definitely, the 100 million wouldn't be a bad idea. I struggled my entire career. I truly struggled, and I didn't have anybody to help me, especially in this industry of commercial real estate financing. I love that financial freedom. I love the fact that I could work from anywhere. I can just get up. So I started looking at flights, like maybe I'll go, the end of this week. And that's the beauty of having that financial freedom, right? When you work for a corporate job, they control everything, right?
So do you have like a goal in mind? I mean, what is the, like when's enough, right? Because I know you make a lot of money, you make millions and millions of dollars, and you're very, very successful. But like, when is enough for you? Or is it just like, I want to get to that 100 million? Or is there a goal line? Because I kind of feel like a lot of entrepreneurs, they just keep hustling and working and just trying to grind it and trying to build it, and it never ends or it never stops. So where's your mindset? What do you think about that?
So definitely, the 100 million wouldn't be a bad idea. Ultimately, that's eventually what the goal would be. But for me, it's more so about making an impact to others and being a resource and being able to help them, right? Because I struggled my entire career. I truly struggled, and I didn't have anybody to help me, especially in this industry of commercial real estate financing. Not only is it very male dominated, but it's a very tough industry to get into. There isn't enough resources or material out there. Everybody is out with an agenda, right? They don't want to just help you. They have an extra agenda. And for me, I experienced a lot of that. So it took a lot of trial and error for me to get to where I am. And honestly, I'm nowhere near where I am, right? Like you said, sometimes we want more and more and more. And for me, it's more so number one, I love that financial freedom. I love the fact that I could work from anywhere. I can just get up and I was just thinking this morning, like, gosh, I would really like to go to Greece. And so I started looking at flights, like maybe I'll go, the end of this week. And that's the beauty of having that financial freedom, right? Because number one, I can work from anywhere and I set my own schedule, and it's a beautiful thing, right? And I want everybody else to also experience it versus living that 9 to 5 grind life. I mean, that's what I was raised with, my family, everybody. It's like living that 9 to 5, 9 to 5. Like I right away knew that that's not the life that I wanted to live. I knew that there was so much more outside of that 9 to 5. Like, wait, you mean to tell me that somebody has to control, not only my income, but my time? Like, that's insane to me. It was insane. And I come from the corporate banking world. I worked for all three top banks. I was doing very well for myself. And I was already up the corporate ladder. I was with JPMorgan in their middle market space in the commercial real estate. And I was like, I'm gonna go from this to what? Like I'm already pretty much up the corporate ladder. Like, how high can I possibly go? Like I'm already pretty up there.
So
And
what
that's
did
when
you
I
learn? What did you learn from working at JP Morgan or Bank of America? And what did you have to unlearn?
there was a lot of things that I learned, of course. Discipline, right? I mean, there's so many things that I learned, building relationships, so many things. I mean, in every way, shape, and form. But most importantly, what I learned is that having a corporate job wasn't for me. I wanted that freedom. I wanted to be able to make my own income and have that type of control, because in reality I get to control how much I make, right? And I get to control where I can make that money from, right? If I want to open up escrow in the Bahamas and close it while I'm in Colombia, if I want to, and this is reality, right? I'm able to do that. When you work for a corporate job, they control everything, right? And you have to rely on them for income. What if they let you go the next day? What do you have? Absolutely nothing. So for me, the biggest challenge was removing that security blanket. Because mind you, I mean, I had a high paying salary, and it was just about like that comfort zone, right? You're comfortable and you're just like, gosh, but I know there's more. And so it's a matter of ripping off that band-aid. But once you rip it off, I mean, of course it's not easy, but the beauty that comes along with taking that risk, it's just incredible. It's life-changing,
Did
honestly.
you have any naysayers? I mean, did you have people telling you you can't do it, or did you have people
Oh,
telling you that?
1000%,
I mean, did you have
absolutely.
haters? I mean, how did you deal? How did you deal with all that?
I had all of that. I absolutely had all of that. But at the end of the day, it's a matter of believing in yourself, which is most important. At the end of the day, you only have you, right? So you need to do what's best for you. And I've always been very independent. I've always been like, I don't listen to what other people tell me. Like, I'm going to do whatever I think is right at the end of the day. And of course, like I did my homework, I did my research. I didn't just, jump into being a commercial loan broker out of the blues. Like I did my research and I did my homework and I made sure that I was somewhat prepared. However, you could never really be prepared for entrepreneurship, right? So it's a matter of building yourself, building your pipeline, building your clients. I mean, I couldn't go after my current clients, right? Because it's against, bank policies. So I had to really start from scratch and start from zero. And again, that was the toughest thing is like understanding like, okay, what's the ultimate, like what's your end goal? Why are you doing this? Your why has to be bigger than anything else. And so of course I had, I mean, everybody was like, are you sure that this is a good idea? My parents, especially, like, because we all grew up from, having a job and, that salary or that income. So they were like, wait, no, like, you can't do that. I'm like, I'm gonna do it. Regardless, I'm gonna do it. And honestly, now it's like they enjoy it, right? They get to, fly into Miami. I fly them in, and it's now they're like, okay, all right, I get it now.
Thank you for watching our short clips on Alonzo Academy. If you'd like to watch the next short clip, click here.